Hi everybody, welcome to North Star Knife Reviews. Today we are taking a look at a knife from CJRB. CJRB is the budget line from Artisan Cutlery, and this is the Maileah. Now this is supposedly designed by Swags, who was on the Guys Talk Knives podcast or YouTube channel from Smoky Mountain Knife Works. Now, obviously, I know she doesn't have a lengthy knife experience, so I don't know how much of the design is actually hers and how much is maybe the CJRB people. It may all be her. I don't know. I just know that when she came on with Smoky Mountain Knife Works, the idea behind it was she had no knife experience. She's never carried a knife, and now she's helping to discuss knives. So I don't know. She may have had a lot of input. She may have done the design completely. She may have been part of a team that designed it. I don't know. Now, I really wanted to like this knife. It's a nice size, and there are some things I like about it, but there's one big drawback for me, and that is that it is not comfortable in hand. Now, your mileage may vary, as I always say. This pocket clip is an issue, and we'll talk about that in a second, but let's take a look at the knife first. Okay, this is G10, and it is about 3 1/4 inches long closed. The G10, it's a pretty thin knife. It is chamfered along the edges, which is nice. Quite honestly, I do wish this was a little wider. I wish it swelled out a little bit. I think it would be better in hand then, but not bad. This would make a nice fifth pocket knife, or if you're looking for something that is small. It does have a pocket clip that is 2-position. Okay, it can be tip up right hand or left hand. You've got some torque screws holding it together. It is a front flipper, but it also does have thumb studs. And not a bad looking little design. Didn't quite get it there. I can get, I'm not the world's greatest front flipper. I can get this one to work about, there we go, about 3/4 of the time. I can get it to open fully on the front flipper. But, you do also, of course, have the thumb studs, which is fine. Now, I mentioned this pocket clip. When I'm holding this pocket clip hits me right here. Okay, and even not using it much, I can tell that is going to create a hot spot because it digs right in with the edge of this. And in fact, using it just a little bit, it started to do so. This, quite honestly, is one of the most uncomfortable knives I've held in quite a while. And it is because of the placement of this pocket clip. Now, this pocket clip is the same one they use on some of the other knives. So, it's not the pocket clip per se. It's where it hits my hand. If you have hands that are larger or smaller or maybe proportioned a little bit differently, you might not have that issue. But for me, this is very uncomfortable. I'm either going to probably move it over to the left side, or more likely I'm just going to dump the pocket clip altogether and pull it off, and just carry it without a clip, because this makes it very uncomfortable to use. All right, so as I said, G10 scales. The blade is sort of interesting, and this is why I bought it. First, let's look at the dimensions. It's about 2.5 inches with a cutting edge of just under 2 1/4 inches. It's made out of AR RPM 9 steel. That is a powder steel version of 9CR18 MOV. Now, 9CR18 MOV is the Chinese equivalent of 440C, which is a decent steel in its own right. But by doing the powdered steel version, it has an even better edge holding ability, while still having the very high corrosion resistance and the ease of sharpening that the 9CR18 MLV would have. Pete on the Cedric and Ada YouTube channel, who does the the sisal rope tests, took a look at it, and he got through about 250 cuts before it would no longer slice paper cleanly, which is pretty close to his results with D2. And that's what it's been advertised as, having about the same edge holding ability as D2 while still having the corrosion resistance and easier maintenance of the 9CR. So I'm kind of excited to try out the steel long term just to see how it holds up. It is a nice little sheep's foot, or modified sheep's foot, because it does have some belly here. A little swedge on the end. I do like the little pop of color on the thumb studs. You can see it says CJRB on this side. And on this side, AR RPM 9, China, the series. And then swags. I actually kind of wish that wasn't there. I don't think it adds to it at all. But I do like the looks of the knife. I do like the style of it. It's just not comfortable with this pocket clip hitting me where it does. That's not to say it's a bad knife at all, okay? I'm really looking forward to using it in the steel. Now, there is a sharpening choy that can, if you have very small fingers, allow you to ride up on the life a little bit, or you can use it for more precision cuts like this. So, some things I like about it, some things I don't like about it. We'll see how it works long term, but I am excited to try this steel. Thanks for watching. Hope you found this interesting. Y'all have a good day. I'll catch you next time.